Welcome back, guys. My name is Brink and we'll be working outside the base today. But first I wanted to enchant a couple of items. I've already enchanted the shovel with efficiency 5. I want to enchant this axe I just made with efficiency 5 also. This way I can get rid of the diamond one that wears out. I've already fixed that axe once. Just a waste of diamonds. So we're done with that. We can put away these items. I've continued the bedrock picker downstairs. I should probably check it in a few minutes. Let's go back down. We'll put this away and keep this like that, I guess. We don't need the axe right now, so let's just keep this like this. So what I've done upstairs, let me show you. I've built a little bit of a dome, and I like the shape of it, the way it looks like that. And as I was building it, turns out that these corners look a little bit like pillars, sort of like with supports going out like that. And I like the way it looks, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it as glass, because I think it would look nice if this was a stronger structure, like stone or something holding up this roof here. And so we have these 4 little windows here. They're actually covered windows, but it turned out this way as I was building this dome. But I think they look like windows, so they might look nice if I do frame this out with some structure support and then leave this open, because I do like to be able to see the stars in the night. It looks nice. So let's see. Now what I wanted to do today was to build, I may think of doing that actually, because what I want to do today is to build some beacon lights in the corners, and I think it'll stand out and look nice if I do that. So let me get that going. What I'll be doing is getting some iron, and hopefully I have enough. I've been running a quarry. I have 18,000, and I see that each pyramid of a beacon is 164 iron. That's exactly 2 stacks plus 36. So I think we do definitely have enough. So let me get that going. I'll start building the pillars, and we'll have to dig some area underneath each corner so that we can plant it. But the way I'll do it, I'll probably pick a spot to dig straight down through all of this structure. I'll have to find a center. I can do that offline. I don't want to bore you with that. But straight down into this, all the way down to bedrock, and then I'll place the pyramids down there. Now you're wondering, why do I need to go all the way down? Well, the shape of the effects of the pyramid, not that we need the effects, but I do prefer the pyramid effects over the effects that we get from potion crystals. But the effects range is 50 from a full-size pyramid. Now it's 50 from the base of the pyramid block or the beacon, but as you go downward Y level, it starts working 50 at an angle from the beacon. Alright guys, I'm just about done with the last pyramid. I finished the last level, but as you'll see, I wasn't able to go into the building like I wanted and go through it and then maybe build a column around it, because there are items in the lower floors, in the crypt and in the cellar, that obstruct the passage there. So I wasn't able to go where I wanted. Instead, I built out, and this is about as close as I can get to the base without obstructing something on each corner. So a lot of measurement has gone into this, trying to get it as close as and as tight as possible. We'll go back in here, and now I got to build 4 beacons. So let's get that going. Now I forgot to get the nether stars. They're downstairs. This floor, yeah. Getting kind of confused where everything is. But I do know that I placed it in a chest down here. I have a few. I got a stack. Great. And we've been killing withers, which has been a lot of fun. None of them have given me a problem, so yeah, that wither trap definitely works, and that's great. So let's build some beacons now. I know it's obsidian, but it's been a while since I've built one. I might as well just craft it off of this. Let's do it. Okay, so it's just glass. Yeah, easy enough to do. Alright. Just question mark it in. Put some in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we need. Get rid of all this. As I was digging through the ground, I lost an iron there. Let's grab that back. I was digging through the ground. I came across all of this mineral, and I see that dark iron for some reason always appears at like bedrock level, like lower than 10. So there's something going on there. I'll have to look into what you can do with dark iron. But let's set this in place. Now we have feather falling, or some kind of thing where you don't get hurt. Long fall boots on our bedrock booties. So that's great. Now to feed this, I forget how it goes. I'm going to have to convert one of these for the moment, just so that I can pay the beacon. And I would like speed above everything else. So do we, is it like that? See, this has always been a bit of a confusion. I do have a full beacon. This is a 9x9 on the bottom here, and it's all filled in. There's nothing hollow. Oh, I know what it is. Yes, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. There's got to be a direct path above ground, so I'll have to get rid of all of this. Yeah, it looks like it's right here. Let's see if this is right. And just check above again. Yeah, that's all the way to the sky there. And there it goes. Great. Now what effect are we getting from this as I head down? Okay, I'm down already. We are getting which effect? We're not getting any effect right now. As you can see on the left side, you can see the effects. Alright, now we can click it. Great. And we'll check mark it. And then we'll click it again because I don't want regen. I want speed 2. So we'll feed it again. And now we should have speed. Oh, we have speed 3. But that's from the potion crystal. I'd like to get rid of all those potion crystals little by little as I set these up. Because, well, the fact is that they make a lot of noise. They are unsightly. So I'd like to get rid of all of them. And if I can get these beacons going, that'd be great. I'll have to cover this area up. But let's get back up. And I guess I'll set up the rest of the beacons, and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to build those columns. Alright guys, as you can see, I've finished all the beacons, but I have not built the columns yet, and I was getting ready to start that, and I was going to do it, but then I realized I need some planning for this, because there is a shape that I want to go for. I won't reveal it now. So what I plan to do is do that off screen and bring you back when I do build those columns. But for now, we're going to get on with a different build, because we do have to get going with some other stuff. Now, as you can see, the effect is taking the potion effect is taking effect now with me. Anywhere I go on this base for 50 blocks away from any of these beams, I will have the effect of speed 2, which isn't too bad. It's not too fast. It's comfortably fast. Gets the job done. Speed 3 is a little tiny bit faster, but I'll get rid of that crystal, whichever it is. I have to remember which one it is. But right now, let's get back to work. There is something else that I want to build. Now, this takes a little bit of explaining to do. What I'd like to do is a big build that involves something outside of this base. It's a secondary base. And as you can see, I've reinstalled FTB again because I was getting all of my waypoints showing up and I wasn't able to remove it because I didn't have the menu key, as you can see here. Somehow I got a confliction where I couldn't even access the controls to change the menu key. So I had to reinstall FTB, and as you can see, my texture pack is a little bit on the weaker side again, but I'll get that installed when I get some more time. What I'd like to do is to build a secondary base, and I'll be taking it way out into a space age that Blizzard built for the server to use. Not much has been done in this space age except for a spleef arena that he planted somewhere. I don't remember which direction he went to, but I think this will look nice. If I look down or up, you'll see that everywhere you look, you'll see stars. Now this is perfectly lit. There are, I think, 7 suns, but each sun is blackened, so they have no color. And so they're all around us right now, but we can't see them. I think it's 7 or 4 that he said. The other thing is that we are in a, mushroom island biome. All of it is. So it's multiple mushroom island after, it's just a 1 biome age. So there are no mobs that can spawn. So if I were to build on anything out there, on those blocks, no creepers, no hostile mobs will spawn there. I'd have to import them in from another age for them to be able to survive here. Now I don't know about passive mobs and neutral mobs. Neutral mobs like the Iron Golem, wolf or dog. What else? The peck are neutral. In other words, if you hit them, then they attack. Then they're hostile. But otherwise, they don't attack. Passive mobs like the chicken, pigs, and cows, I think I can import them and they'll be okay. But the hostile mobs will despawn after I leave the area. So, little things to consider. Now, I don't know which book is the right one, but I do have to build a Mistcraft book when I do build my base out here. Before we get busy with our new base, and that'll have to do most of it off camera, I want to build a device that'll help me build out there. It's called a quantum field ring. And to get started, we'll type it in because I have no idea. As is usually the case. I know it looks like this, so let's build a few of these. I guess I'll build a pattern for it because we can build multiple bases all over the place using this item. So let's encode this. We'll need a link chamber. Let's encode that. Oh, I did that wrong. Let's see. Shift click it and then encode it. Now I might be missing something, so I'll have to check. But let's try to build some. For the quantum field ring, I'll need 8. I'll need 16, 1 for each side. Alright, so it is missing something. Let's check what that is. Nope, it is building it. Great. So it seems to be working fine. Oh, it is. Okay, great. Now we'll build this. We need 2 of these for the 16 of these. I guess I'll build the other 8 now. Have it ready, even though I don't need it just yet. Now I think it's stuck on one of these. Here it is. Quartz glass is, I forget, how do you build quartz glass? Let's build a craft for it, I guess. Quartz glass. So yeah, let's build one of these. As far as encode it, let's encode one of these is what I meant. And so that should take care of it. Yeah, it did. So it's just doing the link chambers now. Quantum link chamber. We need one of these. We'll leave the other one for later. We also need a 64K drive. And let's grab that. What else will we need? I'm kind of thinking if we have compressed cobblestone, we'd have to build it. I don't want to build it. Let's see, what I'll do is I'll get a chest. I have one of these special chests, an ME chest. Let's see if it'll connect if I put it right here. I'll put a 64 on it, and then I'll draw some cobblestone, 256 of it. I need 256,000 of it. And where are we going to put our quantum field ring? I think I better... Let's see if I can get rid of this. I'll put it right here. Oh, I don't think we have the height for it. I could put it up here. I think this is big enough. Okay, let's do that. So to build it, we'll put 3 on the bottom. Maybe in front of this wire. That would help. 1, 2, 3. And then on these, and that's done. Now we'll get our link chamber in the middle. And that changes the multi-block structure. And now we need a singularity for the middle, but we also need power. So I'll deliver the power from below, because it won't get the power from this ME cable for some reason, unless they changed it. But let me get the 256 in here. Precision export. And let's see, I'll give it a little bit of space here. And then go here. And then tell it that I want cobblestone. I'll have to get some cobble. It can be any item, but since I have so much cobble, and I don't really need it, it's expendable. Not that it's going to do anything with it, but I'll tell it that I want to load this chest up with cobble. Okay, I guess it needs power also. Oh, I think because we need that. Now, I don't know that we need this. Let me get rid of it just to see if we do. It does have power. Good, okay. And it's loading up, as you can see. So I wonder if it'll store it here or only in the chest. I think it goes here. Because as you can see, this is tremendously large for a simple chest. So I'll get that going. We need 256,000. I think it is. Let me see if I can access this. Can I access this? No. No, you can't access these rings either. Oh, I think it's because this hasn't been connected yet. So let me connect this. Or is it connected? Let's see. Yeah, it is connected. And it is connected in a few places. So, there is a place that indicates that it needs 256,000 items. When I get to that number, I'll bring you back. Alright, we just made 256,000. I think I can pull it out now. And we're done with that. Now, it did run out of power after a little while, so it looks like it had a buffer. So this does need power, just so that you know. I'll cover this up and get rid of this. I put 2 export buses just to make it a little faster because it was taking a real long time to do. So let's put this back. We don't need it anymore. And export buses, I'll clear them out at some other time. We're going to need a storage cluster now. And I think it's this guy. Storage block, storage cluster. I think it's this guy. Let's see if we can get one of those. But let's cover what I wanted to do. I wanted to pulverize some ender pearl dust. And look what happens. I get an ender IO dust. One of these guys. So I went to ender IO. Tried pulverizing it. And I got ender IO. I went to macerate it. And I got applied energistics. Strange. But I'm going to try using what I got from here, which was Ender.io, and we'll see if it'll work. So let's check for the storage cluster. We have one. And now I need what's called an ME condenser, and I don't have a craft for it yet, so let's get that going. ME condense. Right here. Make a pattern for it. Stick it in here. And set it up. Let's make one there. Now what were we making before? Storage cluster. Yeah, we got that already. So now we're just waiting for the condenser, and it's already done. Now I could stick this against the against this block like that, and it'll connect. Now what I need to do is set this up for singularities. I will place, let's see, it'll draw from here first. Actually, I can put it here first and then put the storage cluster here, and then it should transfer to here. Accumulated energy, so it's getting it from inside of here. There it is. Alright, so now it's got to draw all that cobble into here and into here. I'll bring you back when that's done. Alright guys, I'm back and I have the singularity now. We need to power this guy up. So let's get some HV cable. And I'll break up spot down here since I have access to a charged MFSU. We have one. Let's see if I can climb up here. We have an MFSU connected to the solar panels, and they're both charging it up, always keeping it at near 400. Even at nighttime, we have enough energy to run all of our systems. This guy draws its own separate power, but I do have also a separate MFSU that I usually use when I was starting my quarries out and running these machines. So now that we don't run it that much, I think we can draw from here without any danger of losing power. And if we do lose power, it'll only be to this. This one has its own separate power, the applied energistics. So let's connect to here. You know, it may be better. Let's just see if we can do it from below without... If I can climb up here. You know what? It'll show. It doesn't look too good. I'll do it from behind. I'll power it up from back here. And one more. And that should do it. And there's the lights. We'll take our singularity. Stick it into the link chamber inside. Now, in real life, a singularity is like a compression of a lot of matter. And having all of that matter in so little a volumetric space creates a high amount of gravity, because each normal space provides its own gravity. But when you remove all of the air between all of the matter, you're increasing the gravity per space. So a singularity is the concept that you can combine so much material into one little area without any vacuous space between the atoms that it's impossible to escape its gravitational force. Something like a black hole, for example. And so for me to be able to carry this in my right hand here, as I'm shaking it around, is an impossibility. It's a funny thing. So we'll put this in here. I guess we shift click it. No, we can't. So what is going on here? Oh, we can't put a singularity in here. It's got to be changed. We have to convert it into an entangled singularity. I think it's what it's called. Let's see what the name of it is. Entangled. One of these guys. No, that's not it either. Let's look at the singularity types. There is the dimensional singularity. That's not it either. What I do know is that you need to take some ender pearl dust and this and some TNT. We'll grab that right now. I have 24 from finding it in pyramids, desert pyramids. Some flint and steel to light up the TNT. Let's head down to bedrock level where it's safe. I don't want to do it outside because then it'll mess up the grounds outside. We'll pick a spot down here. Yeah, maybe right here. And let's get our aim correct. So I'll put the ender pearl and a singularity. Oh, we got to turn off our coin. Okay. And just drop it with the ender pearl in the same spot. We'll put a TNT in front of it. That's close enough so that it'll light it without a problem. And let's see if that'll convert it. See if we can stay in range here. Okay, and what we have is a quantum entangled singularity. Now that's strange that it didn't show up in my NEI. Quantum, and no, it's not here. Yeah, it doesn't show up in the NEI. That's strange that it doesn't. But let's head up, and now we can place this in our link chamber. This should work. Finally, we're getting closer. This is a very long process. I mean, I've shot a lot off camera, so you don't see it, but there's a lot going on in building one of these guys. So there it is. Now we have the other one, and this one goes into the other quantum field ring that we'll have out among the stars. We'll have to build a platform. So what I'm going to do now is locate a spot, a nice looking spot. It all looks the same, but far enough away from the base where people can stretch out and go to different areas without bumping into my area. And then we'll build a little platform using an angel block. We'll need an angel block out there because there's nothing to build against. And we'll build a platform. I guess I'll start with cobble, but I have an idea for a build for our spaceship, which will look real nice. Oops, got a text there. So let me get that started, and then I'll bring you back when I got a platform. And here we are. I've done a little bit of a block platform here, far away from spawn. I think it's that way. Let's see. If I go around this platform, no, it's that way, because I passed this stronghold, and I thought maybe here is good enough next to this this library. And then we'll put our link chamber in the middle. There we go. That's active. It's not powered yet, but we'll put our entangled singularity inside once we get our power going. Alright, so this guy here. Put this here and this here. Do we have access? We don't have access still. I guess they're not touching, or they need to touch by ME cable. That's probably it. I probably need to connect these with ME cable. Well, I think I'm going to call it there because it's going to be a little bit of a trip back. I don't have an intralinking book yet to be able to go back and forth. I should probably do that soon. And by the next episode, you should see a little bit more progress. For now, I want to make an announcement of the winner of the giveaway. And again, I want to thank you for watching and for joining for this episode, but especially for those 400 subscribers that have joined us. I want to thank you particularly, and I'll catch you all later.